Hi, Leather Rokk here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the beach here in shiny, charming Atlantic City. I didn't think that I was going to be filming a beach video today. Actually, I was going to do a makeup tutorial on the beach yesterday, but unfortunately, I did something really stupid. Somehow, I lost the makeup palette that I was going to use, and I was so pissed off because I really loved the look. And now I'm really grumbly because, once again, our internet has cut out, and I was using both my computers to work. God forbid a person should try to work for a living, and everything. Anyway, I don't want to be negative, so I figured I'm going to do something that I've done before, and I'm going to do another beach makeup tutorial. And I'm going to, just so you know, I can't really see the screen too well right now. I'm going to dig for the makeup, and here it is. The palette that I am using is B&H Cosmetics Wild and Alluring, and this is what we're looking at here. And hopefully I'm far enough away from where people might be so I won't be bothered by people. I've got my trusty coconut oil with me, and I have it here. Gosh, I hope you guys can see me okay. Okay, you know what? That sun is getting in the way, and that's probably going to be a problem. So here, let me put it this way, and then you can actually see the ocean. See the ocean? Isn't this nice? Well, and you know what? I hope that this is not running. For all I know, I might look like Alice Cooper right now. No offense to Alice Cooper. I love the music, but I don't necessarily want to look like everything is running. But you know what? And my nose is running too. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to get ugly for a bit. And I'm going to try real hard not to mess with my eyebrow makeup, because that's also, I used another powder for that. I guess I'll tell you about that. I almost wasn't going to put mascara on because I was so afraid that it was going to come off on my on the rest of my eyeshadow, and I hate it when that happens. In case you're wondering what the weather's like right now, it may be sunny. I think it's like 50 degrees. It was 54 yesterday, and I was getting all dressed and everything, and then when all of a sudden I couldn't find my palette, and I took my room apart, I went in the hallway, I looked everywhere, could not find it, and I'm thinking, how do you lose a makeup palette? I'm thinking, I did take it out and I wrapped it in a plastic bag because in case I saw this lady I talk to sometimes, we talk about fashion and stuff, and I was going to show her the makeup palette. And I distinctly remember when I came home, I didn't see her, when I came home, I thought for sure that I brought it in the house. And it really makes me mad. And that palette that I lost is a palette that I got on sale. I actually got for $4 that was regularly 20-something. And I'd consider buying it again if I could get it at that price again. But for all I know, it's probably sold out now because I'm not the only person that looks for bargains. And so the palette that I lost was the B&H Cosmetics Color Festival palette. If you're wondering what I'm wearing, this dress, beach cover-up, whatever, is actually by Ocean Pacific. And it's way too big for me, and I'd sell it, but the tags were taken out. Alright, the first thing that I'm going to do is going to be to get out the foundation. Now, last time I was at the Dollar Tree, I finally went and got the Sassy and Chic Moisturizing Foundation. I already know the BB cream in the shade light works with my extremely pale skin. Well, this is the Sassy and Chic Moisturizing Foundation in the color light. They only have 3 shades, light, medium, and dark. So that obviously doesn't give a lot of wiggle room, and I can't say how the other shades would be to match other skin tones, but I can say that if you're extremely pale pallid like me, this will work for you. Now I'm going to use this as my primer for my eyelid instead of that. I'm really not sure I care for that Ulta Beauty matte eye primer because it dries down too quickly, and when it's dry, eyeshadow just does not stick that well. So I really much more prefer a moist surface. Now this eyeshadow look is going to be special. In my case, it's not going to be in your case unless you're following along on the beach, because I now have sand on my eyelids and it's probably going to get in the makeup, but that's okay. I've got lots of sand in a lot of my stuff, because when you live anywhere near the shore, the wind is going to get sand and everything anyway. Okay, here's my brushes. Now the first thing I'm going to do, since the eyelid has been primed with the nice moist surface, I'm going to dip into this Wild and Alluring palette, and a lot of these shades here, this is not my favorite palette, even though I really do love this teal color here, and I oftentimes use the blusher and the bronzer for things. Many of these shadows, most of them are marbleized. They have more than one color. And if you had a really tiny brush, you could get the tiny little bits of color in. Now, I'm using one of these fat new B&H Cosmetics brushes. I'm going to do my best to get in a color here. This looks like it's a peachy color, but it's got some, oh no, this pale green color here has some orangey peachy color here, but it actually shows up as a very pale gold. So I'm going to touch it very carefully, trying not to get the green in it. Get some on the tip of this brush, and I'm going to just go on my brow bone. And because this is a big brush, it's going to cover about a ½ inch, and that's fine. Do it again on the other side. We should get to see a real nice sunset. But man, I'm so mad that I didn't get to show off to you the makeup that I did yesterday. I really liked it so much, and I wanted to make sure that the subsequent makeup looks that I'm going to be doing don't look anything like it. In the off chance that I find that palette, I'm going to go over this again just to make sure that you can see it. Now, you probably can't even see it. The only thing I can see in this light as I'm squinting is it just makes all my wrinkles accentuate, and there's nothing I could do about that. Makeup does not help wrinkles, folks. But you know what? The alternative is to die before you get them, and nobody wants that. So, aren't I just a veil of sunshine today? I'm sorry, but that internet thing just pissed me the hell off. I work at home using both of my computers. The big new one that I'm filming with, that runs video very well. I run 3 video applications simultaneously, and then I do surveys on the other computer. And because one of the video applications, it has to be the front thing that you're working on. Anything else has to work in the background. If the front video thing isn't in the front, it stops working. And if it stops working, I am not making money. And the very fact that I am not working at home right now, the internet's out, means this is costing me money. I fucking hate this. I'm just in such a foul mood. I'm sorry. I don't want to be negative to you guys. You didn't cause my problems. I have to vent. And so many of the people that are in my life really wouldn't appreciate or understand the stuff that I'm going through, or they have even bigger problems. And if they're going through a health issue or they're going through a homeless issue, crappy internet isn't even on their radar. Most of them probably don't even have computers. A lot of them, though, have cell phones. Okay, I'm going to dip into this delightful teal green color. This is more green than anything else. And these colors don't have names. And I'm going to use this brush I got from B&H Cosmetics. It looks like a W, but this actually says, yeah, it does look like a W. Maybe, well, I just can't see in this light. But it's a great brush for packing makeup on. And I'm going to go just on the eyelid. My goodness, some people have such big mouths. They're like a football field away and I can hear them. Some people, I think, they just weren't raised to be quiet. That said, when I get grumbly, I've been known to raise my voice too, so maybe I have no room to talk. That's just when I get frustrated. Some people, though, are just naturally really loud. And I'm sorry, I find it disruptive and annoying. If it's joyous and happy, that's one thing, that's different. But if it's just someone's naturally having a big mouth, I don't appreciate it. And the fact that it's early in the day and I don't think alcohol is involved. Okay, what do you think of this? Isn't this nice? Now I'm also going to take this on the lower lash line, and it's going to look a little thick. It's going to be maybe a third of an inch long. And I did not wear mascara on the lower lash line, by the way, because I didn't want to obscure this eyeliner. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use this pencil. This is an Ulta Beauty navy blue eyeliner pencil. I hope I brought my pencil sharpener with me. Oh, my nose are running like a marathon. I'm sorry. My sinuses are just messed up. And you know what? Because I keep on rubbing my nose, I'm going to put a little bit more of this foundation on the on the corners of my nose, so that I don't look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I hope that's okay. If it's not, oh well. Now, I'm going to do my best to carefully, with one hand, do my waterline. I'm doing both the waterline and a little bit of eyeliner underneath it. I really wish I'd brought my sharpener with me. And just so you know, my mascara that I'm bringing with me, that I have with me, is not waterproof. So, and my eyes are already tearing up. Yeah. You see this? Look at this. Looks like I'm crying a river, and it's just the wind against my eyeballs. Okay, I'm going to try, because once these pencil liners get wet, once the skin gets wet, they don't really come off too well. They don't show up. And I thought I brought the sharpener with me. I don't feel it. Oh, jeez. Am I dripping? Okay. The most important part of this makeup, besides the mascara, well, I don't think that's the most important part. For the crease color, yeah, I gotta get my brushes first. All right, where are they? I have to get. Oh, here they are. So many bags. All right. This is what I'm using for the crease color. This is from the Maybelline Blooming Colors collection. I don't even know if they make them anymore. This eyeshadow is over 10 years old, I'm sure. This is the color Shy Violet. And I paid 50 cents for this eyeshadow over 10 years ago. I got it at one of the 99-cent stores where the makeup is 50 cents, not $1. So, like I said, I know how to find bargains. I'm like the ultimate cheap date, okay? And I don't think that's a bad thing. Now this, I'm using a Vivace brush that is for both packing and blending, because you can see one side of it is shorter, the bristles are shorter, and one side is longer. And this is a very versatile brush, because you can use the side and you can get a thinner line, or you could sweep it like this, or you could pack it, you can blend it. It's a really good all-purpose brush, and I wouldn't mind having more of them. I noticed a funny thing about, if you're a makeup enthusiast, no matter how much we get, there's always more we want. It's almost like liking drugs. And I don't want to demean the love of makeup, and I certainly don't want to seem cavalier about drug abuse. But it does seem almost like, you know how they say with potato chips there's something addictive made about them, why we can't just eat just one? Well, come on, with the makeup, Now you see what I'm doing? I'm just taking the crease area and I'm just sweeping it back and forth. I think a purple and a teal are absolutely fantastic color combination. And this is not the brightest or darkest of purples. I'm not saying that I think it's subtle either, but it definitely at least will show up in the sunlight. The look I had for you guys yesterday, oh man, it was so kick-ass. I was so mad when I couldn't find the palette. I even delayed washing my makeup off until about 2 o'clock in the morning because I like looking at it, even with the natural fading and blurring that happens. Okay, now it's time for the mascara. My nose, God. It's a family thing. Our sinuses are just really bad. Okay, I don't want any of this stuff to blow away because one of my big pet peeves is litter. When people have trash around, especially trash on the beach, that bothers me. That is so disrespectful. The stuff goes right into the ocean. The plastic chokes wildlife in the ocean, and just, I hate it. Okay, I'm going to take this mascara, this Ulta Beauty Bold Ambition. It's really not my favorite mascara because it doesn't build, it doesn't have any thickness at all, it doesn't have any length. And let's see if it even shows up on my lashes considering they're wet. Damn it. And then after this, I get to go and find a Wi-Fi place so that I could get some work done. Oh, and not only did the Wi-Fi stop working, but the phone stopped working. And with no Wi-Fi and no phone, we can't call Comcast. This makes me mad that I had a whole month worth of T-Mobile hotspot, courtesy of one of my viewers who sent me the link. I don't think she's my viewer anymore, but whatever. I'm still, even if I'm no longer have certain people in my life, I'm still grateful for the kindnesses they extended to me. And it really was very nice of her to give me the link to the T-Mobile test run or trial or whatever the heck it was called, test drive, I think. Of course, 2 weeks into my having it, then my home Wi-Fi came back on, and it was really making me mad because I was at home and I didn't need an alternate internet source, and it was cold and miserable, and I did not feel like going out since I had internet at home. Home internet is really a luxury, and it's something that you shouldn't take for granted if you've never had problems with it. Now, I don't want to say I work like a dog, but I do. I am always working. I even use computer programs to work when I'm sleeping. Now, they're not making me big bucks by any stretch of imagination. It may only be pennies an hour, but it's something. I am always working, and I'm always working around the house and doing whatever. And it's to have problems with the internet when your livelihood depends on having an internet connection. It is such a frustrating thing. Let's see how much of this. Oh, okay, now we are going to do, please don't blow away. Now I'm going to do the cheek color. I'm going to use a brush like this, and I'm going to use this palette. And first I'm going to use this pink color because it goes with my outfit. And this is another Vivace 99-cent store brush. And I'm going to, and this blush is nice because it's nice and sheer. You don't have to worry about overdoing it unless you really, really, really make an effort. Oh, and my mascara is running already. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. And my nose. I apologize. I cannot do anything about this medically. I mean, I could take a bunch of drugs for it, but I really don't like to take drugs. Pardon me. See, you've got lots of seagulls back there. Oh, okay. Alright. Now, I'm also going to do a little bit of the so-called the bronzer shade, contour shade, and I'm not really much at all of a bronzer girl. I flaunt my pale, and I'm not ashamed of my pale. But I'm going to use this as if it was a contour thing. This is the, and okay, if you're a cool tone person, you really don't want to contour with a warm color. But you know what? I'm using what's in the palette, and I feel like I've got green coming off on my cheeks. Huh? I certainly don't want to scratch my eye because of all the sand. Oh, right. And I'm going to put some more lipstick on. This lipstick is by a company called Jafra. And this is a very orangey, peachy color. And the color is called Coral Chic. And I'm specifically wearing this color because of this OP. It's got all these rainbow things. I'm such a rainbow freak. I love rainbows. Matter of fact, as I was coming home yesterday, I saw that some school child had left a drawing that said, after every storm, there is a rainbow. And I picked it up off the street and I wiped it off, and it's now on my refrigerator. Things like that are kind of cheerful. I'm a sucker for that stuff. Yeah. And now I have sand on my lipstick. Love that. What do you think? Like it? Okay. So many times when I do these videos, I feel like there's something that I forgot. And I really want to not forget things, because then I'll look back on the finished video and I'm thinking, oh, I meant to include this, I meant to include that. The shoes that I would be wearing if I wasn't bare feet right now, I wanted to show off for you. They're by a company called Dollhouse, which is known for their stripper shoes. I'm sure I have some strippers watching me. It's a real fun gig, by the way. I don't judge. As long as what you're doing is dancing and you're not doing something besides dancing. But anyway, these are really cute. Unfortunately, they're a half a size small for me, and if I wear them, my toes stick out just a tiny little bit. But for beach shoes, they would be good, because I'm sure not putting sandy feet back in my shoes to get sand in them, because you know how hard it is to get sand out of shoes. Okay, now, like I did the last time, oh my goodness, I just got a bunch of sand in my computer. Let's get a close-up look of, let's look at the ocean. Isn't this beautiful? I was hoping you guys would get to see the sunset, but it looks like I'm wrapping up before the sunset. I could have even done this on the boardwalk, but I wasn't sure if there was going to be music, and nobody wants a copyright strike. Here, you want to get a close-up look at the ocean? You watch the seagulls run away. Oh, you want to see what the seagulls, the footprints in the sand looks like? Their webbed feet, isn't that cool? Now, as it gets warmer, I'm probably not going to be able to do this too much, because when the beach gets to having a lot of people, that's when I get the looky-loos and the people that just ask questions, and they try to talk to you when you're filming, and people get rude. And I've had run-ins with gangs and everything. So this is the ocean. I don't want to get any closer than that, because I don't want to... Boy, the sand is cold. I don't think it's 50 degrees anymore. I really don't. Oh, my feet are cold. My feet are cold. Oh, my feet are cold. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, after this, I am going to go to my nearest Wi-Fi spot, or maybe not my nearest Wi-Fi spot, and I will have to get some work done. But, so this is a cat-free video. Sorry, not about to take my cats outside just to do a video. So, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like me and my content, I'd love to have you subscribe. If you do, be sure to hit the bell so you don't miss anything. I try to make 3 videos a week for your viewing pleasure, as long as I have working computers. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.